Hello, year 3 artists. So we're carrying on with our Celebrating Nature project, and we're going to be making a sketchbook today. And all we need is paper, a pair of scissors and something to write with. You'll probably want a pencil. The first thing you're going to do is you'll get your piece of paper and fold it in half very carefully, matching up the corners. You want to do this as carefully as possible, and you want to do a nice crease. And can you see there how I'm rubbing it with the scissors? That's to give it a nice sharp crease. And then folding it back in the other direction and running my scissors along again. Okay, so I've got like a little book shape now, but now I'm going to fold it in half in the other direction. And again, I'm doing a nice strong fold, running my scissors along, opening it up and folding it in the other direction as well. There we go. So now we have lines going down the middle and across like a window. And we've got our book shape again. And I'm just going to fold in. Can you see I'm folding in from the hinge, folding into the open end there, and matching up the corners and folding again. Give it a good rub with the scissors. Flip it open, over we go and rub it again. And let's open the whole thing up and we can see we have 8 different squares, which means we're going to have 8 pages to our book. So now I'm folding my book over again, and can you see I've got the crease there, and I want to cut down into the middle, but I don't want to go from the open edge, no scissors that way. I want to cut down from the closed edge where the fold is. Can you see there I'm cutting down to the middle point, stop. Don't cut any further. So I've got a flappy bit there. And let's have a look what that looks like a mouth chattering away. Let's just push that together. There we go, just a crease. And you can see it's like a diamond shape. Can you see that diamond? And I push those 2 ends together and it sort of flops around by itself. And I just crease it and I have a little book. So everyone, you're going to stop the film now and make your book. You can take it back if you want to. Stop the film and then afterwards I'll show you how to decorate with collage. Okay, year 3 artists, I hope you enjoyed making your booklets and I hope you helped each other for anyone that struggled. But hopefully we all have a booklet now, which I will show you how to decorate. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you here is I'm labelling my book. So I've written an F there for the front cover. Don't use a pen, use a pencil if you're doing this in yours. Then I've written number 1 with an arrow pointing down to show which way up this is. Number 2 pointing down, number 3 pointing down, number 4 pointing down, number 5 pointing down, number 6 pointing down, and then I'm on my back cover. So I'll just put, I think, letter B for back. So don't do yours in pen, do it in pencil, but this will just help you see the layout of your book when we open it all up again to decorate. Can you see where the F is for my front cover? And then you can see where each page of my book is. And you can notice that half of it is one way up and half of it is the other way up. Can you see where the arrows are pointing in different directions? Some are going up, some are going down. That just tells us that we'll need to flip over our piece of paper as we're working and as we're collaging. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the front cover, and we're going to put some Andy Goldsworthy on the front here, some of his examples of his work. So you're going to choose from these photocopies I've got for you, probably 1 or 2 images, and you can just very carefully cut these out. Now, don't go cutting across the whole of the piece of paper. You don't want to waste any. I want this one right in the middle, so I'm very, very carefully cutting around it, so I'm not ruining the other photos which other people can use. We don't want to be wasteful when we're celebrating nature, do we? We don't want to be doing bad things for our planet, like being wasteful, while we're celebrating how wonderful it is. Right, ready to glue those on. So I've just finished trimming, choosing my images, and I use a bit of glue to stick those in place. Then I'm ready to start cutting out, ripping and cutting all the Celtic symbols and laying them onto my piece of paper. And I'm just starting to block those on and work out where they're going to go. And you can actually join them up next to each other. And there we go, there's mine. I've put a bit of green on there, which I'll show you in a moment. But basically, when you've decorated the whole thing all over, you fold it down in half again. You get that diamond like we had before. Here we go, pushing it together. We've got our diamond, and then we can turn it back into the booklet. So I've slowed that down so you can see how it all fits back together. And you can see that the images are going to be now inside of our book. We can have a little run through and see how we've done. There's our front cover. All of us will have some Andy Goldsworthy on the front. And we open it up, and there's our pages of our book. And can you see that I've put some of the images across the centre line as well? And that's okay. It's like a two-page spread then. And this is absolutely fine, what we've done here. I've shown here where we're going to start doing a bit of decoration. That's just if you've got time. If all you get done today is you've made an origami book and you've stuck in some lovely examples of Andy Goldsworthy and lovely examples of Celtic art, that is fine and dandy. If you can get on to doing some decoration, I'll show you what to do. It would be great if you can do this. It's fine if you don't. This is the wax resist that we did before. So where you would go colouring in some patterns and shapes and blocking colour using wax crayon and then painting over with watercolours. As I say, this is just a nice touch. Artists like to make their work look good. So it's just a little added touch. But if you don't get onto this, don't worry about it. So the important thing is we have a booklet. If it's all bright and colourful and decorated, great. If not, have black and white images of your Celtic art. That's the important thing that you need, because those are the images we're going to use when we're out and about making our artwork using natural forms. Celebrating nature, just like Andy Goldsworthy. Now, your teacher will decide whether you can go to the park or whether you're going to just use the school grounds. But you'll have lots of fun in that lesson. Take your sketch pad with you.